Well, this month we are continuing to highlight the importance of mental health awareness. And for many people struggling with PTSD and anxiety, their healing can come in the form of 4 legs. Interesting. Let's send it over to Dave in Studio B for more on this. Good morning, Dave.
Yeah, very interesting, very important, Danita. Thank you. Local veteran and dog trainer is helping people regain confidence and independence through specially trained service dogs. Josh Lopez owns Dog Training Elite Greater Cleveland, and he is using his military experience to train service dogs for veterans right here at home. He joins us now live right now, along with training facility manager Hayley Shimkoski. Did I get that right?
Yes.
I got it right. All right. It's, Chudowski, Simkowski.
Yes.
We got to stick together here. And Lopez. All right.
Yeah.
And who is this?
This is Trouble.
Trouble?
He's a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois.
Okay. And how long have you had Trouble?
I've had him since he was about 6 weeks old.
6 weeks old?
Yeah.
And Trouble does not make any trouble.
No, no trouble at all.
Yeah. I've met Trouble before. Trouble is great. And you've been on our air before. You do a fantastic job. And number one, I want to thank you for your service.
Absolutely. Thank you. It was a pleasure to serve.
Yeah. Well, first of all, tell us about the importance of, first of all, your military background and how this led you to what you're doing.
Absolutely. So I was a kennel master in the U.S. Navy for about 8 years. And upon transitioning out of the U.S. Navy, I was looking for something to do. And it was kind of a natural segue into Dog Training Elite. Started about 5-6 years ago, but my experience in there kind of transitioned naturally to Dog Training Elite. It's a quick transition.
Yeah, and you've seen firsthand the bond between handlers and dogs. Why is it so powerful?
Well, they give you, it's a lifeline to give you. There's some people who don't want to go outside. There's some people who are awkward in social situations. Dogs are that icebreaker. When you go out in public, people want to pet your dog. It creates a conversation, and it just allows people to get out when they don't want to.
Yeah, and let's talk about Valdo now.
Yeah.
And your experience with Valdo and the role he played in your deployment.
Sure. Valdo was a special dog. You're tapping in back in the day when I was a young man.
Yeah.
But he was a narcotics interdiction dog that I worked when I was in Afghanistan. And I worked him for maybe 4 years. He taught me a lot. He's long gone now, which is unfortunate, but he was a special German Shepherd that I worked when I was a young man, when I was a police officer.
Yeah. Hayley, how can a service dog help someone dealing with PTSD or anxiety?
So there's a few different ways that they can help. We teach what's called interrupting behaviors. So if you're actively having a moment of anxiety or panic, we teach dogs to interrupt that behavior. For example, if you're bouncing your leg a lot, your dog can apply pressure to your leg, stop that. There's all different things. They also can detect stress hormones like cortisol and kind of alert you when you're having those moments, and whatever task that they were trained to do, they can start to perform that for you.
It is amazing how smart they are, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
It is incredible. What changes have you seen in the clients that are paired with the service dog?
It brings up their confidence. Like Josh was saying, it's such an icebreaker, and it helps them get out the house and, just kind of back to their everyday routine and their normal life. And so, it just really gets them going again and kind of brings joy back into their life and their confidence.
Yeah, it has to bring a smile to your face when you help people out.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. So it's one of the best things we can do. If we can help you have a service dog and train and get you out the house and kind of reintegrate back into normal life. I'm a veteran myself, and integrate back into the public. It's everything.
Can you talk about the training process for people that are interested?
Absolutely. So we start off with a free evaluation. We want to make sure that your dog is fit for service work. And after that, we either go a route where you come to our facility, or we could train you in home. Kind of the way that works.
Yeah, and how can people get connected to the organization? We got to let them know that.
Absolutely. So you can give us a call at 216-998-3647. You can also go to our website, www.dogtrainingelite.com, and we can start off from there.
Yeah, Hayley, it has to make you feel good to be a part of this. What is maybe your favorite part about it?
Honestly, service dogs is one of my favorite things to train. So bringing that confidence and that joy back into people's lives is huge to me. Someone who's a little anxious myself, I get it. Just being able to help people out in those really hard moments, that's just everything to me. And then obviously getting to work with all the dogs, that's the best part. I love it.
And Dog Training Elite, you guys do great work.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
No question about it. So tell you, Danita, this trouble was no trouble here.
Yeah.
You may have heard Trouble. Trouble's coming over. Can we get the Yeah, Trouble, look at that. Hi, Trouble.
Trouble is no trouble at all.
No trouble at all.
No trouble at all. I love dogs. I think they are special and at times magical for what they can do for your spirit and your mind. I think they are just great. You're having fun with
I'm
Trouble.
having fun with Trouble, and these two were fantastic,
Yes,
too.
they
along with
are.
Trouble.
Yes, they are. All right. Thank you, David. David's playing with Trouble, Matt.
Bless you, Trouble.
Dave's going to be late for every meeting the rest
Yep,
of the day.
it's
That's
over.
okay. There's that. All right.